joining us.
Well, thank you for having me. Talking about the opioid crisis, these numbers that we're seeing, especially out of the Midwest, particularly troubling. 142,000 people visited hospitals over a one-year span, according to the CDC's number. Make that actually a 15-month span. That's how they're registering these. And we're seeing incredible increases. The number of hospitalizations due to opioids in the Midwest up 70%. Missouri up 21%. Illinois up 66%. What the CDC is starting to realize is this is a crisis that is starting to impact the urban centers. It used to be a very rural situation, and now that's not so much the case. So everything seems to be on the increase, whether it be deaths or hospitalizations as a result from opioid overdoses.
Did they break it out in terms of prescription pills versus heroin?
They have not. The numbers don't run that deep. But what we do know is a lot of county governments, a lot of cities. In fact, here in Chicago, the city this week went out and sued 3 pharmaceutical companies for producing these drugs and saying essentially they need to be held accountable for this epidemic, that they are overprescribed. These drugs are being overprescribed, and as a result, people are becoming addicted. And when their prescription ends, they turn to cheaper substitutions like heroin, mixing it with fentanyl, and now you've got people who are entering hospitals, emergency rooms, and hopefully not dying from it, although the numbers indicate that deaths are increasing as well.
142,000 over the last 15 months in the Midwest or in the country?
In the country.
Now,
and keep in mind, too, we don't know, some of these may be repeats. That tends to happen with opioid addictions, as people will go multiple times.
Oh, so the 142,000, is those overdoses or overdose deaths? Is what you're saying?
Specific to overdose hospitalization.
Okay, right. Because the question is, and no one can really put their number on this, is how many people have been saved by Narcan and then are saved 4, 5, 6 times and then ultimately pass away?
You make a great point there. I mean, this is something that it doesn't go away. You don't overdose once and then say, okay, it's all over. A lot of these people are addicted for a long time. CDC's only recommendation, there are a ton of abuse hotlines to call to help try to get people to begin that process. But it is a long struggle, that's for sure.
It doesn't seem like Ryan Burrow that anybody has an answer or anybody's doing anything to try and solve the problem.
We've heard the president talk about various options, money that's going out. A lot of states are kicking in money, cities as well, to try to fight this at the local level. This is another one of those very complex issues, right? Like the gun things that we're seeing at schools right now, where we're just kind of funds and sit and wait and see what works and what doesn't work.
Yeah, no, the whole thing is so tragic. All right, Ryan Burrow, thanks for checking in. Have a good day.